Testing, one, two, testing, have to pee. Hopefully that works. Welcome back. It's, oh man, Shady streaming Yakuza 3. I regret missing that, but today's Xenoblade Chronicles Cross Definitive Edition has come out, and we are playing it. Hell yeah. I've been waiting for a long time, and, gosh, I don't know what more I can say about it. Although I will say, last stream, you may notice there's something new on my dashboard here. Last stream, I found a little plushie of a baby secret come out of my replicator, and decided to put it up with my other trinkets. So our growing collection is starting to look a little fuller. I've only got like 5 little things up there, but little by little, we're accumulating. You can see chat on screen now. Yeah, that's new. We're trying new stuff here at Take a ChillPhil, and you have a whole baby dinosaur plopped on your dashboard. That's right. That's right. Oh man. As well as a Geno doll, a doll from Refined Self. There's a dagger perilously hanging over the passenger seat from Veilguard, and we've got a sticker of Boo in the top corner, or excuse me, Lady Bo, who is a Boo. Alright, time to get this started. I'm just gonna move right on over. Hopefully my Switch audio it comes out loud and clear. I'll be watching my broadcasting software, make sure it actually works. Uh-oh. Maybe it's not working like intended. Hold on. I should hear some kind of back and forth clicking noise. Let's adjust this. You do hear the music from the game. Okay, good. I was just worried it was not coming through. Alrighty. Just gonna take a quick run through the settings here. I think language you can't adjust here. If the sound is really off, I can adjust it manually from in the game. Alright, I'm excited. A new journey. A new stream journey, a new journey into space. My first Xenoblade game. Something disappearing and coming back in the background. Something just appearing from out of space. It's like some tablet or something. Is that the monolith of Monolith Soft? I think it's something to explain humanity to aliens, maybe. Xenoblade Chronicles Cross Definitive Edition. Got like an eclipse kind of situation. Uh-oh. Got some kind of crystal cyber moon thing going on. Fleets of alien craft. conflict going on between them.
July 2054 AD.
That's like 29 years from July.
The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces.
Is this going to happen in 29 years?
Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed. Its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye.
Oh no.
The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth.
Okay. So we got populations and life pods.
Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But
mechs in
most
space.
of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale.
Well, shit. If SpaceX keeps going, it might be sooner than 29 years.
Wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world.
Pioneers? Like PSO?
Our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet. Its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface.
Can't imagine SpaceX doing
Since
anything
then,
but exploding.
2 months have passed.
Disrupting the fragile ecosystems of Florida and Texas. Well, we're not in Florida nor Texas. No siree. We'll find out where we are soon. But first, we need to make a character. Alright, so I did a little digging, and I'm just gonna kind of like jump into some of these voice options that we have. Like, from what I understand, this game has like a mostly silent protagonist with very few actual like spoken lines throughout the course of the game. You know, relatively speaking, it's, you know, it's gonna be a long game, and you know, like, compared to other RPGs, there's just not going to be a lot of lines. But I wanted to go through this really baller-ass voice acting cast that you can choose from, in English, anyway. So some of these names may be familiar to you from a lot of, like, video games and anime and stuff like that. So I'm just going to kind of go through them real quick, because I know many of them from many things. So Terra Platt. Terra Platt is not only does she have like some voice lines in the original Dragon Age Origins, including a beggar in Dust Town. She's also Ikuko Tsukino, who is, I believe, Sailor Moon's mom. So yeah, she's Sailor Moon's mom, and she's also Mitsuru and Elizabeth from Persona 3, as well as a shit ton of other stuff. I'm sure she's in like some Marvel properties too. There's Kira Buckland, who 2014 one, I think the newer one, yeah, is Sailor Moon Cosmos, I believe. Maybe that's a newer movie. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, 2000. 18, 19? I don't know, something like that. Kira Buckland is Jolene from JoJo, also 2B from Nier, and she does some voice in Monster Hunter Wilds, though I don't know which one. But I bet we've come across her voice at some point. Hey Kat, how's it going? I'm just going through all this really baller voice cast for all of the avatar voices that you can have. There's of course Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who I know very well from Critical Role. She played Zara, the Tiefling, a guest character in several Critical Role episodes. But she also plays the voice of GLaDOS, GLaDOS from Portal. She's done a bunch of different stuff. There's Christina Valenzuela. I don't really recognize her name. She has a voice in Wilds. Apparently she was in Rune Factory 5 as Fuka. She was a character voice in Monster Hunter Rise. She is... There's a Rito bird character in Tears of the Kingdom, Tulin, that she plays. She also in Sailor Moon Eternal, she plays Rei, which is interesting. This game reminds me a lot of PSO, actually. Now that you say so, Corgi Nub. Like, there's a lot of like Raggle feeling to this, and you know, it's very PSO 1, maybe 2. The floor even looks like PSO. There's a lot. Oh man, we're gonna be making PSO references this whole game, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Kate Higgins. Kate Higgins is the voice of Tails, like, you know, from Sonic in a few things. In Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, she plays Pura, I think it is. You know, the white-haired girl with the big old glasses. I mean, I guess white-haired... I mean, there's lots of white-haired, like, characters. She plays Juniper Woods in Ace Attorney. She plays Laura in Silent Hill 2. And in the Viz dub, she plays Ami. Sailor Mercury. At least PSO was an amazing game, so it's a good game to reference a lot. Yes, it... Oh, man. Like, Corgi Nub and I got a GameCube and got PSO on it, just because we hadn't played it in a long time, and it's a fond memory of ours. So, you know, we could even play that on stream one day. But, yeah, so Kate Higgins, also a lot of well-known characters. Karina Reeves is the voice of Fiora in the first Xenoblade Chronicles, which I still haven't played, but I think that's, you know, why she's you know, a voice option in here. I don't really know what else she does. The last one, it says Aaron Fitzgerald and Kat Protano. They're two different people, and I don't know why they're combined into the same voice here, but Dreamcast PSO, wow. Now we've the PSO version we have is the PSO 1 and 2 Plus. So it comes with like some little updates and graphical things. When they released it the second time on GameCube. Yeah, so this last voice here, Kat Protano did a voice in Wilds, also did a voice in Avowed. Actually, a bunch of these people did voices in Avowed. I don't really know her work very much. Apparently, she was like the voice of the main character in the remake of Clock Tower recently. But Aaron Fitzgerald did some voices in Sailor Moon Crystal. not any main characters or anything. Side characters like Udiel and someone named Yumiko. I don't even know, but Erin Fitzgerald was the voice of Chie from Persona 4. She was in Rune Factory 4 as Forte. She was also in a number of Shin Megami Tensei games, including my very beloved Devil Survivor, where I believe she was Midori. But yeah, so that's just the women's voice cast. Lots of well-known stuff. I return to base selection and take a look at the guys' voices here. Alright, so big name at the top. We've got Yuri Lowenthal, who most people, maybe most like mainstream comic book nerd people will recognize that Yuri Lowenthal played Peter Parker for some stuff, also played Ben 10. I know him from Persona 4. He was Yosuke. He's your best bud starting out in the game. And when they did the 3D release of Final Fantasy IV for the Nintendo DS, and I guess subsequently PC and all that, he was the voice of Cecil, our lovely paladin Cecil. Yuri Lowenthal is in a lot of stuff. He is a big name, huge name. I would not have time to go through his whole IMDb. Bryce Papenbrook, never heard of him before I saw him on this list. Apparently he was the voice of Silver the Hedgehog. But not only that, but he's also Kirito from Sword Art Online, and he's Eren Yeager. He's the English voice of the main character in Attack on Titan, which I think is a pretty big deal. Keith Silverstein, never really recognized his name, but I've heard his voice lots of times in Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak as Arlo. He's kind of a mentor character. He's also the voice of Torbjorn in Overwatch. So if you're an Overwatch player, that's him. And he's also Kenji Tsukino. He's Sailor Moon's dad. So that's new and interesting. Lots of Sailor Moon references in these. There's like a lot of games that all these people have been in, like together. There's Robbie Daymond, who is, of course, Dorian on Critical Role. Robbie Daymond also played Peter Parker on a few things. He's in Persona 5 as Goro Akechi, and another Sailor Moon reference. Robbie Daymond played Takushido Kamen. He played Tuxedo Mask, or should I say Mamoru? Yeah, big deal roles. Ben Diskin, maybe not so much. He played what's his name, Zeha Nort in Kingdom Hearts. He played there's a new Muppet Babies that he plays Gonzo in. If you're waiting for the Sailor Moon reference, Ben Diskin, he played Umino. Kind of a joke character. Yeah, there's a new Muppet Babies apparently. I haven't seen it, but Ben Diskin is in it. Adam Howden. Adam Howden is the voice of Shulk, the main character from Xenoblade Chronicles 1. That's why he's on this list. But, fun fact for any Dragon Age fans out there, this is Anders. Let's see if I can play his voice.
Shall we? Cheers. Huh? Sorry, but it was you or us.
Yeah, you can totally hear both characters in that, but yeah, that's Anders right there. And then Dan Warren, first I'll say he played Byakuya from Bleach. You know, that the captain with the long black hair. I don't know if anybody watched that, but yeah, he was a pretty big character. He also played Igor and Ikutsuki from Persona 3, and, you know, Igor from Persona 4, etc., etc. And he was also he also voiced Yang in Final Fantasy 4. So a lot of big deal RPG and anime references in this cast. They put together a baller cast. I am a little blown away, and I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick. Just for the protagonist, just for this role that it doesn't have that many voice lines comparatively. It's really incredible. I think we'll get to the voices after creating our character, but let's see what kind of option we have. We've got a height slider. We could make a very big boy, or we can make a very small boy. Actually, we need to make a preset, and all of these presets kind of determine like what kind of hair and like facial features and stuff you can choose from. We do a mohawk. Can't really zoom in so much on this part. We're not going to take forever on this. I think for size, we're going to have a short king. We like shorter characters. For skin, let's just do something kind of in the middle. That's fine. Let's do some light freckling. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe in the cutscenes you'll see it better. I don't feel like I need to play with the cheeks. Scars. Ooh, we can give him some real dramatic scars. I don't know what this character's history is. Sure, why not? Moles, I mean, like the freckles, you're not gonna see a close-up on his face very often. It's fine. All right, what hair do we have? We've got like this one that's like tied up in a braid. We got this swept over one. Got kind of kept. Just covering the forehead. One that's kind of feathery. Got this one. The pompadour. Spiky hair. Kind of long. Alright. So I think I have an idea for what... Oh, you can make it longer or shorter. You have like this extra little hair option. I think I have an idea for like what I want my character's appearance to be based on. I've kind of got a character idea in mind. I just need to find the right hair color. Excuse Excuse me. Oh. I think this is probably about, not quite black, but like a dark brown. So I think I'm gonna base this character kind of a little bit on my favorite Gundam Wing pilot, since we'll be able to pilot a mech at some point in this game. So you know, I think I'm gonna base him after Troa Barton, who pilots heavy arms. The eyes, you know, I think that's another detail we're not really gonna be seeing very often. It's kind of fine. It's whatever. I can spin the model, but I can't, like, zoom. Can't zoom in very well. Makeup. Sure. We can do some light eyeshadowing. I was thinking about doing this face paint, like this big old red X. There's lots of options. Stickers. There's this clown thing, which you know, if you're familiar with Gundam Wing, that's kind of a thing. But maybe Maybe I'll do this kind of like red stripe down or something. Now we get to pick a voice. All right, I need to listen to how they sound real quick.
All right, it's on. Huh. All right, it's on. All right, it's on. Huh. Ready and willing. Victory is ours.
We've still got a ways to go. Hey, we've still got a ways to go.
Let's get this started. Oh, so you'll easy peasy. Let's get this started.
We'll work well together. I'm ready? Yeah. Greetings. We'll work well together, I'm sure.
Huh? Let's do this thing. It's nice to be wanted. It's nice to be wanted. Woohoo! It's nice to be wanted.
Sorry, but it... Shall we? Cheers. Cheers. Sorry, but it was you or us.
I can't tell if, like, you guys are able to hear the audio, like, in the stream, because, like, my broadcasting software isn't showing me.
Let's do this.
Alright, well, if you can hear it, cool.
There's no substitute for real. Here I come, son. There's no substitute for real combat. I'm off balance.
So this is Yang.
Here I come, sunshine.
And Igor. Andy Kutski.
Hey,
It doesn't sound like him at all.
I'm off balance.
Weird. You like Yuri Lowenthal? You like Cecil's voice? Or Yosuke?
All right, it's on. Ready and willing. Hey there. Victory is ours.
It's a basic voice, but sounds best. I kind of like Robbie Damon's.
Yeah. Greetings. 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 Hey! What? Ready? What? We'll work well together.
Tuxedo. This is Tuxedo Mask's voice.
It's nice to be wanted. I've been staggered. Woohoo!
Gives me no voice.
Let's do this thing, huh?
Yuri Lowenthal or Robbie Damon. I have a coin around here I can flip. Go with Robbie since it was your first choice. I like them all. I like them all. Maybe I will go with Robbie Damon. All right. I think this is our character. We're short. And we've got Troa Barton hair. Let's see how this game starts. Login ID Elma. MIM stasis unit. Something,
Attention.
something.
External access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we have a little screen in our stasis pod.
Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
Screen's all fuzzy. Or I guess it was. Man, this does feel like Raggle to me. This really does feel very PSO. Oh, get out of my way. I don't know how long I've been in here, but I need the bathroom.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
It doesn't sound like you're human. Your senses need time to reactivate. Reactivate? Maybe you need time to wake up.
Around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
Yes, my name
Don't
is...
even remember your own name?
Oh,
It must be the stasis.
I don't know
angle.
my own name.
That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Alright, we're picking a name. And, hey, that's me right there. Phlox is, my last, D&D character. Paramore was a D&D character that I also played. Which I named, like, Monster Hunter monsters after in Monster Hunter Stories 2. So that's why they're up there. Let's see. Our character is going to be named Parton. We'll continue the P name convention, but kind of named after Troa Barton. What a weird name, but we'll take it. It's not like they're going to say it.
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
Show your body's working fine. Show your skills sort of... Yeah, I mean, we haven't moved around yet, so we don't know.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon.
I know you don't remember
There
anything,
you go.
but here's a gun.
All right, let's get going.
Prologue, Awakening. Follow the exclamation point. Elma's advice. If you're ever stumped about where to go next, be sure to check any nearby places marked with an exclamation mark. Doing so should reveal the way forward, though an occasional excursion off the beaten path never hurts. You know what they say about all work and no play after all. Okay, so... Region discovered, Primordia. Wow, we are fast. We're a lot faster than I thought we'd be. Can we gather plants? Doesn't look like it. Can we jump? No, I don't think so. This will become available after advancing. Oh, okay. Apparently the X and Y buttons. What is this? Oh my gosh, is that a knife? Is that like a spiked knuckle Bowie knife? Man, right out of stasis, just waking up and you have to go right out into the rain. I know. Knife or gun? Okay. One of our buttons we can't do anything with. Okay. I just want to see what else there is out here. Come on, let me explore. I can't, like, do anything else. Okay. Running in the rain toward the exclamation point. Exclamation point. But like a hover bike thing? What? I can't tell what that is. Techno
Most
junk.
of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash.
White
Like this
whale's
one.
life pods.
You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you?
Nope.
You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces.
One of the alien forces was Elon Musk.
Destroyed.
I like rain, but this reminds me of the feeling of having to get up for work and biking in the rain still sleepy. Yeah. Ugh.
Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget.
See, this would be the perfect time to use the voice we just picked. Oh my god.
I know.
My character is really
He's been
short.
Following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
I guess so. I guess I have to be. We're on a bug planet. Target and draw, Elma's advice. Initiate combat by targeting an enemy, then drawing your weapon. Now what do you say we give it a whirl? I'll be here to back you up, so feel free to experiment. Target with the right bumper. Draw weapon with A while targeting. Okay. Auto-attacking. After you've drawn your weapon with A, you'll automatically attack your opponent with a certain frequency, but only as long as you keep the enemy within your weapon's attack range. Arts or special abilities your weapons give you access to. Select them with the D-pad. I assume. That's what that's supposed to be. Then press A to use one. You can set a maximum of 8 with your arts palette. Okay. Oh no. I missed the second part of the tutorial. That's not good. Oh, shoot.
Lay down some fire for me. Slide!
I won't miss this chance.
Oh no. Oh, I see. Okay, I gotta do.
Assault hammer!
There's like a thing I need to... A quick time event, that's the word I'm looking for. Is there any melee in this game? Yeah. I think you always have like one melee option and one ranged option.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
Scowl. Look depressed at the idea of work. Show interest in finding work. I mean... I don't really like work, but we're gonna see what this is all about.
Then you're
And then when they're
interested.
not looking, we'll
In that
slack
case,
off.
I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Yeah, I think you always have like a melee option and a ranged option. Alright. Advanced Storm Assault Rifle. What? Battle Spoil? Did this bug drop a gun? Soul voice prompts or instructions, suggestions or requests that your party members call out in the heat of battle. Successfully responding to them triggers various useful boons. Oh, I see. Weird. When an ally issues a soul voice prompt, parts on your palette which match the prompt's color will be highlighted. Okay. If you use an art that's highlighted, you will succeed in the prompt. You and the prompt's issuer will regain some HP and receive a beneficial effect, and your affinity with that ally will improve. Okay. So, listening to them in battle and doing an appropriate action builds rapport, I guess. Collectibles. What is collectibles? Oh, it doesn't say anything about collectibles. Oh my god, there's lots of, oh my god. What is this, gameplay tips? This thing is huge. Alright, we're not reading all of this right now. But I do want to see what this weather thing is. Alright. I'll read some of that on my own time. Life pod. Oh, I gotta hold it down. Okay. Field action succeeded. What's the hint? What? I might as well save my game now that I know where that button is. Starfall Basin, Primordia. There's trees, there's some other stuff. There's like an orange square or something up there. Maybe it's like up on top of that ridge or something. Or maybe it's over here. Another life pod.
I can't let this new strength distract me.
Experience, credits, prototype boots. Oh, we got some boots. Ground gear. TP rating is a value that broadly indicates how easy it will be to build up TP while fighting with it equipped. Keep an eye on it when you want to build TP quickly. I think TP is like PP in PSO. I think it's the energy you use to like do your special moves. Alright, I think I picked up boots. I don't think I got any. Prototype bodywear. Alright, we changed shirts. I not? Insufficient level. Okay, I have to level up to put that rifle on. Got some glowing crystal things. Do I just... Oh, whoops. I can't have my menu up to grab them, I guess. Alright, there's a target nearby. Just a little bug.
Wear them down from a distance.
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
Oh shoot, I failed on that mini game.
Flame grenade! Game ends.
Nice work.
Art acquired, chrome armor. Alright, how do I guess it's already on here. Grants physical resistance up. Sure, let's do that.
Chrome armor! Melee attacks next! Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Alright, I'm gonna switch to this knife.
Move in and strike!
Put some power into this one. Down you go! Open fire!
Hey, we actually got that one.
Game ends set.
Nice work.
We got a black blotto wing. I don't know what that is, but we're getting our first loot. Oh, those are level 3 and level 2 targets. Level 2, level 1. Maybe we'll take baby's first fights.
I'm going in.
Let's engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Light! Flicker! Stream and appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Alright, we are now level 2. Got some more blotta parts. Oh, we do have a jump button.
Wear them down from a distance.
Target in sight. Shadow strike.
Flame grenade!
Appendage destroyed. Move in
Put
and
some
strike.
power into this one. Down you go! Open fire!
I don't think this thing is hitting us at all. I think we're just shooting a bug.
Game ends set.
We got him. Let's move.
Okay, we can target this thing now. Whatever this is.
Wear them down from a distance.
Target in sight.
Flame grenade! Chrome
Green
armor! Assault hammer!
Shadow.
What?
I'm trying to slash it with my knife, but it is a little high up
We
there.
got him. Let's move.
Acquired art, slit edge.
Use melee attacks.
Now it's my turn.
Flame grenade!
Move in and strike.
Chrome armor!
Shadow strike.
I can't move! Slit edge!
Okay. What are you doing over there, Elma?
Game ends.
We got him.
There we go.
Let's move.
Monster parts. Oh, we're fighting harder monsters now. We're getting better parts. There's like more items to pick up as well, which I think I should be trying to get. I don't think we're supposed to like clear out the whole forest or whatever, but
Ready?
Let's
I do
see
kind of
what
want
we
to
got. Shadow strike. Slide. Flicker.
figure out how all this
Melee
works.
Victory is ours.
We got him. Let's move.
A level 3 target. I don't know if we can handle it. On the side.
Edge! Slice! Assault hammer! And do some damage.
Flame grenade! Chrome armor!
I think you have to be like a certain distance away from the thing to be able to hit it with melee.
I need healing. What?
And like depending on what gun you have, like
Slice! Move in and do some damage. Scream edge!
Put some power into this.
yeah.
Victory is ours.
Nice work.
Yeah, depending on what gun you have, you can be a certain distance away. If I understand that correct. Advanced iron blades, advanced iron knife, survival worn survival body gear. How are these bugs like carrying all this loot?
Ready?
Let's see what they're off guard. Stagger them with a melee
Staggering!
attack.
Hammer! Flame grenade! We're in a good position. Move in! No! I can't move!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Chrome armor! I'll put some power into this.
Move in and do some damage.
No! I can't move!
Shadow strike.
All this experience just serves to make me stronger.
Alright, we're leveled up. We're now level 3. I see some items around here. See some more targets. I think we got some new equipment. Advanced iron knife. That's better than what we got. Alright, little by little we're getting some better stuff. I don't see what the level 2 target here is. This thing?
I'm going in.
They're off guard.
Oh boy.
Stagger them with a melee attack.
Chrome armor! Staggering!
Slice! Splinter! Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Put
strike.
some power into this one.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade! You're pushing me back!
I don't know what this thing is. I can hardly see it.
Upper hand. Slice! We got him. Let's move.
Worn survival sleeve L. Muddy pelt. Hulking incisor. Alright, I got a sleeve piece of armor now. Oh, there's like a bunch of them. It looks like the enemies do just respawn. As does this crystal loot. Hail? Appendage? Appendage to what?
I'm going in.
Let's see what you've got. Engaging.
Chrome
Lay down some
armor!
fire for me. Slice!
I can hardly
Move
see
in
this
and do
thing.
some damage.
Can't move!
Elma's really kicking ass.
Flame grenade! What? The edge! Assault hammer! Down you go! Open fire!
Target in sight!
Victory is ours.
Nice work.
Yeah, the loot drops around here, like, do keep respawning. I wonder what they're all good for. And I'm gonna go back and pick them up just because. I feel like I could be fighting in this area forever. So I should maybe just continue on to the exclamation point. Actually see where the story goes. Life pod. Got some credits. Got an iron knife. I feel like there's got to be like stuff up there. Landmark discovered. Shadows rise. Okay. I see like a little eyeball and a little sound. Like maybe this thing can see you and hear you. But maybe it's not
Ready?
Let's see what
hostile.
we've got.
It's hard to know.
Shadow strike!
Chrome armor! Assault hammer! Down you go!
Target in
Open
sight!
fire! Flame grenade!
Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty well against this thing.
We got it.
But we've
Let's
leveled
move.
up a couple times. And we got a new art that does something.
It didn't have to be like this.
What is this? Oh, it taunts. Okay. I don't feel the need to taunt right now.
Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
Light! Thunder!
The edge!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Boy,
Slide!
Game and set.
there we go.
Nice work.
Alright, on our way to our waypoint. Finally.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Ooh, what am I gonna love? Just a scenic fogscape. And a ship or something. Wayne died against Surge. Oh no, Wayne! Ah, Wheezing, no. He's really pulling for Wayne. That sucks. Oh man, look at this fantastic planetscape. I don't know what these things are. United States!
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
Got some kind of pack animal, maybe? Got some flipping lizards or something. Gives me an excuse to end stream early and hang out with wifey. Cool. You should make some time for your significant others.
We call this planet Mira.
I wish I had more time.
You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall.
Oh, is this Monster Hunter
There are
rules?
another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Alright. Certain enemies you find on Mira will attack you as soon as they detect you. You can tell an enemy's detection type by the icon next to their name. Note, enemies with a level much lower than yours will not attack unless, or unprovoked rather. Not aggressive, no icon, will not attack you unless you attack it. Visual, will react when you enter its field of vision. Auditory, will react when you wander too close to it. Okay. Got it. If we want to reach the habitat before sundown, we'll need to pick up the pace and start sprinting. Sprinting is good for times when you need to get somewhere in a hurry or when you need a break out of an especially hairy situation. Toggle sprint with the L click. Okay. Auto run is right button and B. Okay. So we toggle like that. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
Something over there. We're supposed to go to the ship? Alright, so there are like other people out here. They're just like cow things? I don't think I need to fight them. I don't know. They don't look too aggressive. Alright, so auto run is right button and B. You know, maybe they set these here so that you do kind of get some practice in. Alright,
Ready?
let's try
Let's
it.
see what you've got.
Assault hammer! Down you go! Open fire!
Target in sight!
This battle system is nice.
Chrome armor!
Seems to be working out.
Edge!
Early bird. That contains him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Alright, this thing's almost down.
Victory is
There we go.
ours.
Nice work.
This thing is a little higher of a level. Maybe we'll knife it from the side.
Edge! Melee attacks next! Assault
Now
hammer!
it's my turn.
Now get in there!
Those quick time events really pop in on you.
Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade! Chrome armor!
Now,
Things
melee
a little
attack.
tougher.
They're pushing me back!
Uh-oh.
Shadow strike. Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Uh-oh.
strike.
Can I not attack this thing?
I can't let this new strength distract me.
Weird. Still learning the controls. Okay. So the United States is over there. I need to get over there. Unless I can climb this mountain here. Right. Maybe I can, kind of. I don't really see anything that was worth climbing this for, but it's good to know we can. And I think this is Monster Hunter rules because I'm not getting hurt.
Use melee attacks! Flame grenade! Chrome armor! Assault hammer! Down you go! Open fire!
Side slash. Okay, that must mean you get a bonus to attacking to the monster's side. Survival torso, busted knife, advanced storm something.
Wear them down from a distance!
Flame
grenade!
Shadow strike.
An edge!
Nice.
Hammer!
Move in and do some damage. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Put some power into this!
Slide. Splinter.
They're pushing me back!
Ouch. Okay.
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike.
That should finish him off.
We got it. Let's move.
Right, there's a yellow square over here. Something I can pick up, maybe. Might be on top of the mountain here. Where is it? Over there? White whale debris. Cool.
That's true on
Got some
anyone.
credits, got some experience, got a mining probe. Should be useful.
Wear them down from a distance!
Target in sight.
Chrome armor!
Shadow strike.
Flame grenade!
Side splash.
Assault hammer! An edge! We're in a good position. Move in!
Punch. work.
Alright. Need to get back to the US, which is over there apparently. Can we take the beach? We can swim, right? There's some crystals in the water. There's also some level 8 target over there that I do not want to futz with. I do see a crystal. Okay, it can't target us. It's uninterested in us. Right? I hope. Oh, we got level 4 targets now. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens when we target a level 4 target.
Let's see what you've got.
Yeah, let's swap weapons.
Now get in there!
Now it's my turn.
Flame grenade!
Slide!
Up our defense here.
Side slash!
Chrome armor! An edge!
Early bird!
I don't know what it just did, but I think it just hurt me a lot. Attack it from the back here. Oh, let's swap and shoot it. Maybe.
Some power into this one. Down you go! Open fire!
Coming for knife slash. Swap back.
Flame grenade! If we can just topple them with gunfire.
We are not doing so bad.
Chrome armor!
Let's get on the side here. Attack.
Victory is ours.
Nice work.
Alright, there's another level 4. Maybe we can get more loot from it or something. Ambush it with a side attack.
Melee attacks next!
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer! Down you go!
Target
Open fire! Flame grenade!
Scream edge!
Chrome armor!
Side slash!
Alright, maybe we can slash it from the side again. Swap back to gun.
Early bird! That put a dent in him. Move in and keep
I
the
don't know what
rhythm
it's
going.
doing to me that hurts so much. But I'm glad we have our defense up.
And do some damage.
Let's get on its side.
Some power into
Shadow
this.
strike!
Oh, shoot.
Side slash! Upper hand!
Flame grenade! All this experience just serves to make me stronger.
Alright, we're level 5 now. I don't actually know if level 5 makes us stronger, or if there's like something we need to do to like properly level ourselves up. I do know that we need to get back to the US. Skull wreckage. Some credits, some experience. Oh no, we're supposed to get there before dark. We've wasted too much time. Okay, let's not deal with the crab. I don't want to know what happens after dark. Oops. Ooh, more debris. Ooh, that's a big old thing. Westgate Plain. Level 50. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing with that. You know, I've not said so yet, but for anybody wondering, my little character in the corner here is supposed to be like the real hero of the
Looks a lot
story.
bigger up close, doesn't it?
We'll come across him at some point.
And this was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons.
Oh.
But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside.
Uh-oh.
Grexes. And they're riled.
A Grex. Alright. Oh,
Can't
and
leave
we're
them
surrounded.
roaming here. Not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
You're not welcome here. Go home. Go back to your country. The weapons you use on foot are split between melee and ranged weapons. You can switch between them with X. Melee weapons can only attack at close range, tend to do more damage per hit. Ranged weapon can attack at range, tend to hit multiple times, but damage per hit tends to be lower. When you use an art, you'll automatically switch over to the weapon that the art is associated with, your melee weapon for the melee weapon arts, and your ranged weapon for ranged weapon arts. Arts which are associated with the weapon you're currently wielding, melee or ranged, will continue their cooldown even after they're ready to use. This is called secondary cooldown. Arts used at full secondary cooldown will have greatly increased effects. Okay, that's good to know. Alright.
They're on the edge! Stagger them with a melee attack. Slice! Fling them!
Staggering!
So nice! Move in and do some damage.
Ooh, that's terrible. Let's get some armor up.
Armor! Flame grenade!
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Watch me go!
Slice! Fling them!
We're in a good position. Move in! Recuperate!
Now it's my turn. Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Put
strike.
some power into this.
Side left hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Switch to what? Alright.
My focus is
I'm trying to, like,
It's time!
take what everyone's saying, like, into,
Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade!
Scream edge!
Okay, we got him.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either.
Well, we did crash land on their
I've come
planet.
to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Alright, back into the Pioneer 2. Advanced survival pants. Let's put on better gear. I don't think we have a new headset. Worn survival body gear. Bodywear. Yeah, this has the best defense. Sleeves. I think we're good. Oh, the arms have different... Right sleeves and left sleeves are different? Wow. Prototype boots. Advanced survival pants. Cannot use them yet. We're level 5. We can't wear a pair of pants. Alright, what are these arts? TP boosts evasion, continually restores HP. Okay. Furate is a taunt move. Assault Hammer deals physical damage and inflicts topple. Deals thermal damage, inflicts blaze. Versus topple targets, boost damage. Okay, so if we do Assault Hammer and then Flame Grenade, that's best. Slit Edge deals weapon damage. From the side, it boosts damage. Okay. Alright, I think I'm kind of getting the feel for some of these things. Classes. We don't have a class. We don't even know what classes are in this game yet. I don't think we have anything else to put in these slots. Okay. But we will save again, like we like to do. Decent level 2 targets here that I'm not interested in playing with. Oh, but they're interested in playing with me. Okay.
Wear them down from a distance.
Alright, we'll Assault Hammer first, and then we'll fire at it.
Shadow strike. Side slap ice. Move in and do some damage.
Armor. Put some power into this.
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Alright, we are switched to close range combat. Don't worry about that.
Recuperate.
Early burn. Edge. That put a dent in him. Keep the rhythm going. Side slash. Upper hand.
Trying to stay behind the thing.
Focus is in.
Shadow strike.
It's time. Game ends.
Move in. We got him. Let's move.
Ooh, advanced iron knife. Worn survival footwear. Okay. How are all these monsters, like, carrying knives and clothes and stuff? That's what I want to know. Oops, not arts. Ground gear. Alright, we already have an advanced iron knife. Advanced storm assault rifle. That'll probably do us good. Alright, let's enter the United States. Hopefully we have our passports with us. But no telling. More humans! Hello, fellow humans. Alright, let's talk to Pierce over here.
Thanks.
Oh, hello, you must be the new friend that Colonel Elma... Oh, I guess Elma's a colonel. Mentioned in her report. Having just woken up after all that time, I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Unfortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you'll need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to the great work you guys did killing the monsters that were causing all that trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive the inconvenience. Please understand. Trying to figure out what this guy's doing. Is he like trying to explain something to that guy up there? Alright, there's the elevator button. More people. This scenic view. This foggy overlook. I can't wait to get a mech and, like, be able to fly over all that. Oh, nothing around here. Okay. %, whatever that is.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth.
The city it was modeled after.
We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
I can't get over that.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New
A cat.
LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
So this is LA. I wonder what happened to the big dome, because, like, I remember in the cutscene, like, the thing came crashing down and it was contained in a big dome. You know, did they deconstruct it? Was it... I don't know. Yeah, yes, of course we want to save.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
All this time, no bathroom.
New Los Angeles. Good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson.
Maurice Chausson.
Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago,
all our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From
grateful.
political aide to director general in just a few weeks.
At this rate, he'll be Emperor by next month.
Yeah, that's the right
Rena?
attitude.
Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Ask who these two people are. I mean, we heard Elma was a colonel, so...
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the
Is he
survivors,
Welsh?
Colonel?
Gwen Evans?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech.
Politicians lie?
Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd
Gwyn, I
listen.
think you and I are going to get along.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
New Los Angeles. Industrial District. Central Industrial District. Chapter 1 in progress. 1 of 5. Look at these. Oh, one of these. Somebody calling to me? Is it you? You have a speech bubble over your head. Does that mean I can talk to you? Do I have to target you? Oh, maybe not. They put a speech bubble just to indicate he's talking it, but it already looks like they're... Okay. Well, I guess that's not for me. Uh-oh. Broken neck. That's not good. I don't know how he's gonna land that. Okay, there we go. Oh, well... There's a child driving a car with a gun on it.
Damn it!
Something happened there.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly!
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out
Doug.
there?
What a regular name. Doug.
One of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
Find out how old Lynn is. Find out what happened with the exhaust. Yeah, how old are you?
She's 13, and I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
Alright, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it!
I didn't realize the pilot was
why am
in charge of
cleaning
cleanup,
up your mess in
but...
the first place?
Alright.
Lynn! Lynn!
It sounds like she's responsible for overlooking a disaster. You can change your active party composition from main menu to active members. Okay. There you can select allies from the reserve and add them to your active party or swap them around. Please note that there are times when you will not be able to change members. Okay. We already have Elma and Lynn, Shield Trooper. I guess that's like a big shield thing on her back. I can't exactly, like, see it. Doug, join the party.
Crap.
How am I supposed to handle this by myself? Oh, don't mind me. Go on ahead to the Blade Barracks. There's a transport pilot just down this way. Ask him, and he'll take you to the administrative district. Roscoe! How you doing, Roscoe? Ask Roscoe about the Curators Division. Inquire.
Listen to this.
Even merely maintaining our current front lines requires ludicrous amounts of money and materials. It was difficult enough on Earth, but supporting a military on a planet like this requires resources on a whole other scale. Which means we Curators need to secure sufficient resources here on Mira to fuel Blade's military activities. Otherwise, it'll be impossible to sustain offensives against our new enemies. Search for the Lifehold or continue countless other Blade projects. It's not the most glamorous line of work, but when I came to understand how important it was to the continuance of Blade, I knew I had to join up. Alright, so Curators are gathering resources for...
Hey, listen!
Blade, I guess, for this military for... Oh, whoa. Let's hop on a ride. Let's hop a ride on that transport to get to the AD. Just talk to the pilot to get going. Alright. Apparently Doug is not the pilot they want us talking to.
Hey.
Gotta be scrupulous about maintenance. We need those transports to get raw materials into the city, and if you let one crash, the Director General will tear you something. You gotta talk to Skeeter? Did you see Skeeter? Is Skeeter in here? Where's Roger? I can't tell if somebody's hurt or sleeping. I bet Judy's here somewhere. Maybe Mr. Dink. Oh, they're not going to let us go through this way. Alright. Here is a transport ship of some kind. Alright, I have a feeling now is not exploring time. It is strictly story time. So, hello transport pilot. Do you have a name? Patty? Yeah. You know, when Lynn was talking about, like, going on a tour, I wasn't really expecting, like, a tour by air. We did get that great aerial shot,
Not bad, huh?
like, a little bit ago.
Everything from up here.
I thought we were going to walk around the city.
That's for sure.
The best way to see NLA.
Isn't this a little wasteful? Like, we could just be walking. Now they're just showing off.
Way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it.
Meanwhile, going through as much jet fuel as possible.
New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often.
Alrighty.
The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet.
Hey Red, how's it going?
To your right, the residential district.
Good to see you.
Housing, housing, and more housing.
Traveling Taylor Swift style. I mean, yeah, burning a bunch of jet fuel on this over-the-air tour when we could just be, like, walking around the city, but no.
The park is my favorite place to just zone
I'm doing
out.
good. I'm doing very good. Xenoblade Chronicles X has come out, and I've been waiting for it for a long time. I didn't get to play it 10 years ago and really wanted to, and now's my chance.
The upper level holds our administrative tower.
This game feels a lot like Phantasy Star Online did a long time ago. And I don't know, it's a nice familiar feeling. You're on an alien planet. Humanity has survived. Right now we're checking out. I was just recovered from a life pod, and we're checking out like what the colony that landed here is like. The colony being New Los Angeles, by the way, which is hilarious. Like the outside of this kind of like habitat for people says United States on it. It's just really funny to me. At some point in the game, we'll be a mech pilot. So I've made my protagonist look a little bit like one of the Gundam Wing characters. Troa, if you're familiar.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Lindley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report.
Why am I
They'll be eager to hear
being
the
brought
details
into
on how I
the
found you,
barracks?
I'm sure.
Like I'm a civilian you found in a life
We better
pod.
not keep
Like
them waiting.
Just
The barracks are
set me up with a
pretty
house or
close,
something.
actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads
Big
right
ominous
to it.
percentage on the building.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Okay, we can adjust the map with... Okay, that's cool. The map in the corner. Ooh. How did I do that? R and up button lets you see like a little aerial view of where you are. That's cool.
What is it?
Sorry, but the transport has been grounded for maintenance. We should be moving again soon. Laranara. What a name. Ask Laranara about battle points. Alright. Oh my, is this a new guy turning to little old me for help? You're making me blush. Well, you bet I'll teach you. I'll teach you everything you want to know. You earn battle points as your base level and class rank rise. You can spend those points to upgrade your skills and arts anytime you like. You can either upgrade your arts to learn devastating techniques or upgrade your skills to heighten your overall power. It's totally up to you. I wonder what sort of blade you're going to become. Such possibilities. I didn't sign up to be in the military. Just you know, throwing that out there. This ain't Earth. Don't expect that you'll be able to trust your instincts. That's interesting. You can like overhear little conversations with the like those blurbs in the bottom corner of the screen. Oh, you guys can't see the little blurbs on the bottom corner of the screen because my sloth is there. Dressed as a nopone. Large container. Look at these mechs. I want one so bad. I'll get one. I'll get my heavy arms one day. We can go talk to Gus. See Gus up there.
Hey.
What do you have to say? Even Blade Tower, the center of New LA's government, is barely 70% complete. It's not like we have the luxury of waiting around for it to be finished. Oh no, I can't go talk to Gus? Alright, they probably want me to like go do story stuff. They're assigning Leroy and Dirk to the Harriers. Those two are barely out of their training pants. This manpower shortage must be worse than I thought.
Yeah?
Exploring an uncharted planet is no easy task. For the sake of efficiency, it's important that each division performs its own assigned duty. Alright, there's our waypoint.
I see.
You're assigning me to gather anhydrous radiators and heat-proof index pipes? Yes, sir. I believe I can find all you need here in Primordia. Kirsty. What do you have to say, Kirsty? Ask Kirsty about the Defense Secretary Nagi.
Okay, listen carefully.
Defense Secretary Nagi is in charge of military affairs. He, in turn, oversees Commander Vandam, who serves as our operational leader. It's mostly a political position as I understand it. Normally someone in such a lofty position wouldn't have contact with boots on the ground. But Secretary Nagi always insists that he's just another citizen of New LA and strolls through the city without an entourage. He's a very impressive leader. Okay. Learning a little bit about who runs this place. Priscilla.
Yeah?
The Provisional Government is our system of self-governance headed by Director General Chasson. Don't tell me you thought that Blade was running this whole city by itself. Blade handles the fighting, but the Provisional Government manages the city. It's a very clear division of duties. Okay. It doesn't seem that clear yet to me, but... You know, my frame of reference is America, and frankly, this is New Los Angeles, so... guy. If you go down in combat, I'll rush right over to help you back up. And if I'm the one who goes down, you'll do the same for me. What? If I go far away, will his dialogue pop back up for me again? Nope. Alright, Sherry, what do you have to say? Ask Sherry about the weather in Primordia.
Oh, wonderful.
The weather on Mira changes abruptly and often. They say it's as fickle as a young lover's heart. Oftentimes you'll head out on a bright, clear morning and end up soaked from thunderstorms by noon. Veteran blades tend to carry a wide variety of equipment in order to respond to changing weather. For example, electrified weaponry is especially effective during thunderstorms. Interesting. I would expect the other way around. Kent D. Carr. Ask about the people of New LA. Even the residents of New LA who are not members of Blade are actively supporting the city in some capacity. After all, we also share the burden of being among humanity's last survivors. I, for example, have the role of keeping Blades in tip-top condition. I'm willing to sacrifice anything to help Blade succeed. I would heal those who are building our new legacy, even at the cost of my own life. Oh, hey Wingerland, how you doing? Good to see you on. And what of you? Are you prepared to do your duty as one of humanity's last survivors? So, yeah, I'm learning all about New Los Angeles, our little safety pod on this foreign planet. We just got here after being picked up in a little life pod. Ask Solon about the role of support staff. Alright. Us support staff are ones who have to clean up Blades messes in the maintenance center and commercial districts. As a doctor who heals the wounds of Blades, I actively serve in a support capacity. It keeps me far busier than I would like. There's no end to the foolishness of Blades who throw themselves into battle and sustain needless wounds in their every encounter. Should you end up in a combat role yourself, I urge you to equip yourself properly to avoid sustaining any preventable damage. Alright. So we're supposed to come here. They're giving us a tour of the city. That's right, if you register your collectibles in your Collectopedia, you can earn rewards. That's one of the core... That's at the core of what we do as curators. Okay. Ah, man, look at this mech. I want one like this. Maybe with a couple of really big guns. Or a sword. A beam saber. Alright, Ted. Ask about his Blade assignment. What do you do, Ted? Well, I'm a curator in Captain Eric's team. We're in charge of surveying Mira's biology. I guess Mira is the planet. I've always had an affinity for animals and nature and stuff, so I'd like to think I'm pretty well suited to the job. How about you, Eric?
I appreciate it. Right.
Before I got picked for the White Whale's crew, I was surveying new species of plants in the jungles of South America. Now it's my responsibility to clarify, in a hurry, the effects that our new home's flora might have on humanity's future. And yeah, I have military training. I might come from academia, but I'll be damned if I don't pull my own weight around here. Blade Concourse. You know, I sure am seeing a lot about, like, this military operation before even being recruited, I guess? I don't know. Your outfit is beautiful, Phil. Going to grab my pajamas. That sounds cozy. I am also wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
Alright. This guy... We may have failed to protect Earth, but I joined the Interceptors and proved that we could at least protect New LA, no matter what fate throws at us. Alright, so this... Okay. I think I get it. These guys have like a little icon next to their name, and there's like these little emblems here. So each of these little garages are kind of like little stations for these people's individual like assignments for what they do for this organization. All right, Giotto.
Need something?
Inquire about NLA's institutions. You that new guy everyone's talking about? Poof, you're a scrawny one, ain't ya? I did pick the shortest character height for men. I am the short king. Sure wouldn't want you watching my back. Oh, come on. Do you even lift? You gotta start training those abs, pecs, and delts, bro. Leave the city looking like that and you'll be in some indigen's belly before the gate clangs shut behind you. Not that you'd make much of a meal. If you're planning on doing any serious fighting, get your glutes down to Armory Alley and buy yourself some proper gear. Huh? What about me? Dude, when you're ripped like I am, gear don't make one bit of difference. Oh, hey, Mother Slother, good to see you. Yeah, this is, I'm dressed up as the real hero of this game, from what I understand. We haven't come across this character yet. We will in some manner of hours, but eventually, we'll see the real hero of this game, and he'll be looking like this. He'll be looking very much like this. Giotto's a bit of a meathead. Alright, what do you think? Pretty impressive, right? Go on, you can touch him. Want to see me flex? I mean, sure. Sure, Giotto. You wanna go to the gym with me? We can pump iron together. Ask Wolf about positioning during combat. No. Trevor. How you doing, Trevor?
What's wrong?
Inquire about the purpose of Blade. Alright, I mean, we've seen Blade this and Blade that and Blade the other thing. Oh man, look at that mech in the background. I love that. Sure, what is the purpose of Blade? I mean, it sounds like it's the protecting military of this life pod, this big biodome that's landed. The members of each division have their own responsibilities, but mine is primarily guard duty. Lately there have been reports of dangerous indigents appearing near the entrances to the city. That's why we've sealed the gates and taken a defensive posture. We've tightened our guard to the extent that there's absolutely no chance of an indigent infiltrating the city. But now I hear that Elma and some new guy already slaughtered the Grex pack that prowled outside the west gate. That was me! I was the new guy! It was me! It was me, Troa Barton from Gundam Wing. So I guess we ought to thank Team Elma for their successful counteroffensive. Alright, yes. There's threats outside. We're on an alien planet. We're doing a good job. If you have a Skell license, you can buy a Skell from the shop terminal in Armory Alley. Man, I love living in the future. Alright, Blade Scout, console, small container. We're not in Blade. I don't know how we can interact with all this yet, but I'm supposed to go this way. So let's just do that. Oh man, are you, Mother Sloth, are you familiar with Xenoblade? This is my first Xenoblade game. I'm a little bit familiar with some things from the other games. But this is my first experience with the series, and I'm really excited.
Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you ready.
I was mentioning to some of the others in here that this feels very Phantasy Star Online, which I loved. So I can't wait to really delve into this. Can't wait to get my mech pilot license and get a mech too. I'm not, but it looks cool. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. Let's see. Ask about registration? No. I'm gonna say nothing.
Is there a problem here? So, you must be the latest rescue.
Yeah. I was just pulled out of a life pod.
Miss Koo. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here.
Ah, yes,
and
Doug.
He didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No.
Nothing to worry about. You overlooked the pre-flight checklist, and he crash landed.
Excellent work.
You screwed over Doug, Lynn.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here.
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah, yes, of course.
We're suddenly in league with the top brass of New Los Angeles.
And your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
This game started, in my opinion, a little rough. They pulled you out of a life pod. You don't remember your name. You don't remember anything. And Elma is there and like hands you a gun, and she's just like, "You're gonna need this." And we go shooting a bunch of bugs on our way to this massive life pod, which we're in now. This massive biodome that says United States on the outside of it. Like, the setup is just fantastic.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi.
Oh, you're
may
Nagi,
remember me
okay.
as captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
Okay.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when
Yeah,
you're
so
ready
there
to start
isn't a
looking for
difference
work.
between...
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
There isn't a
Let's
difference
give it a
between,
little more
like,
time.
the military
At
and
least until he knows enough to
the
be able to
domestic
make an
government.
informed decision. He
I thought
seems to
so.
be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see.
Don't worry, we saw it in the cutscene,
Come
though.
to think of it, the entire lot of us have
We
only
saw what
been on
happened
this
to Earth.
planet for what, 2 months?
Boom.
It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Ask how we ended up on Mira. Ask more information about Blade. Ask about registration. Ask how we ended up on Mira.
It started at the end, 2 years ago.
2 years
End
ago.
Of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
Familiar feeling. Maybe an ominous feeling.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
So a bunch of
Those of us
people
who
built a
escaped on
bunch
the
of
White Whale
ships
spent over
with
2 years
life pods,
wandering
or
in
with
space.
like
Hard
biodomes,
years.
and shipped them out.
But we clung to our mission. Find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take.
This looks just like Phantasy Star Online.
That the decision would eventually be made for us.
The Xenoforms found
Like,
us
I'm
again,
expecting to
and,
fight Dark Falls at some
It
point.
wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat.
And here's where we are now.
Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Okay. Ask more information about Blade.
Blade is an acronym.
It's an acronym.
Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think.
I don't think that's...
It's a relatively new organization.
I don't think that acronym is right.
In space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira.
Or maybe the Japanese version acronym is slightly different.
Rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers.
So it's the people you send out onto the dangerous planet to go collect whatever we need
right now, we have a
to grow stronger and flourish here, I guess. Okay.
For and recovery of the Lifehold.
Blade sounds like an offensive name, but I mean, I guess we're carrying guns and knives and mechs.
The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis.
Okay.
All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary.
Is that what everyone here in New LA is? They're like all maintenance people?
Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued.
The life pod.
There's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed.
So there's a bunch of people in stasis in these big magic dreidels.
Blade's top
or space
priority now
dreidels.
is locating the missing units.
Ask about registration.
Yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation.
I don't have an
Also
occupation.
ask you to report any personal assets.
Or
and take a
I don't
short
remember my
survey
name or
regarding your
age.
current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure
I mean,
this
that
is all
sounds
a lot
like
to digest. You'll be wanting
basically just doing what you need to do to get a social security
Even
number.
I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Should they already know who is on the ship? Yeah, that's my thought. I mean, if I'm understanding it correctly, there was a bunch of like maintenance people and people set for like defense and stuff when the White Whale departed from Earth, and everybody else, the vast majority of people, are in this Lifehold thing somewhere on the planet that we have to find. At least that's, I don't know. Shouldn't they know who was on the ship? That's true. Like, you know, they should have a registry from like when they left, right? Huh. Alright, Nagi, take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District with Lynn and Elma and learn more about life as a member of Blade. It sounds like, I'm being groomed for the military here. You'd think, yeah, like, that's what makes sense. Leave the Blade Barracks. although, you know, I understand that, like, this series comes with a lot of twists and turns, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, there's a reason that, like, we're supposed to overlook that detail. I don't know. Press the right stick to display the navigation panel at the bottom right of this screen. This will show the objectives of your currently tracked mission. Track missions from your main menu. Mission. Okay. You can press the right and left. Is that what that is? I don't know. To toggle the navigation panel's category. Categories are unlocked as you... Okay, that's fine. Blade Barracks. Barracks interior. Alright, Nagi, we've talked to you plenty. Think about what sort of life you'd like to lead here in New LA. I'd like to become a baker. Take all the time you need. I'll be right here whenever you're ready. Ready to register my new life or something? Customization center, what does that mean? Well, it means I can't use it. Alright, is there... Am I supposed to go someplace specific? Looks like I'm in like a mech garage. Which is probably not where I'm supposed to be. Exit to the administrative district. Yep. I think that's where we're touring next. I really want to get back on the outside planet, though.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
That seems to be the case.
The AD
You're
is
not
a bit
in Blade,
different
are
from the
you?
other districts.
Child,
It's got
literal
everything a Blade
13-year-old?
would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Is that thing on your back a weapon? Or shield or something?
A load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
I mean, I feel you there. I want one of those. Ask what a skell... gaze longingly at the skell. Yeah,
Now
I'll do that.
This guy gets it. Aren't they just the coolest?
Yes, they are.
Everything about them. The lasers,
That
the
was
force
what
fields,
attracted me to the
bipanel
game in the
and
first place.
transformations. You ever
Vehicular
look at
transformations?
inside
What is this, Macross?
transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction.
Skell
Hold on,
fanfiction?
I'll just pull it up here. One sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned.
Oh, that's... I mean...
Still,
that's how it goes
just look
sometimes.
around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months.
Oh, okay, so we
We've
crash
never
landed
come
only a
so
couple months
far,
ago.
So fast, without
I still
Skell
haven't gone to the
technology.
bathroom after getting freed from the life pod
I'd
from
love to get you
my
into one to see
little
for
stasis
yourself,
chamber.
but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple.
Why not?
They choose you, not the other way around.
Oh, I see.
You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
Because everyone would have their own mech. I
Are
understand.
largely hidden, but basically
I mean,
HQ
but
only
maybe
allows
everyone
the crew
should.
of the crop to take the test.
Everyone drives a car.
Blades who go above and beyond in their duties and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that
Are you saying
reminds
that
me.
I have to sign up for the military to
Check
get
out the
a
mission
mech?
control board first. That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
You know, I guess surviving on a planet military is a better premise than military for the reasons that we have on this planet. Alright, Augie came to greet the new crew member personally. You must be expecting big things. Okay. Well, we have a waypoint, don't we? Missions. Chapter 1. Take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District with Lynn and Elma and learn more. Okay. Cannot do this now. Alright. We've talked to all those people over there.
So this is mission control.
Okay.
We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments.
Oh, it's like a bounty
Everyone
board?
comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in
So the new LA bowling alley could put up a mission and be like, we're out of bowling balls. We need some new rocks for you to. We need some rocks
mission control for their next
from outside to shape into bowling balls,
Whenever
and you need to get them.
I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited
Something
for.
I don't know. What an
Likewise.
example.
And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Alright. Whoa, I just phased through the screen. Alright, do we need to talk to any of you guys? This is mission control. As a Blade, you can... Oh, I see that you haven't registered as a Blade, Parton. Oh, my character's name is Parton, by the way. As in, Troa Barton, but with a P. If you do register and join a division, you'll be able to accept missions right here. I understand that you haven't yet decided what role you wish to play here in New LA, and that's fine. But I believe you'd make a splendid Blade. Trust me, I've seen off countless Blades standing right here. I know talent when I see it. Okay. During rain weather, beam attack power and critical chance will be reduced. Oh, well, that's good to know, I guess. There's the Blade Scout Council console that I was told about.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console.
Okay.
When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is.
Okay.
A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for
I love all of this.
to fill those roles with just such
well, if you join us, you'll need to know this, and if you'll join us, you'll need to know this.
Anyway,
and like I understand that like this is the game. You become a scout or a mech pilot, or you do something to survey the planet and help New LA thrive on this planet.
Oh, and here I thought
but like,
you might be pressuring
shouldn't we like ask me first, like if I even want to do
How about
this?
a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Shouldn't that be the proper order of things? Alright. I don't know where Armory Alley is, but oh, there it is. There's a big old sign that says Armory Alley, conveniently right here. Trying to see if there are like other signs that tell me where I'm supposed to be.
Yes?
Oh, have you come to see the town helper? I'm sorry, what? You don't know who the town helper is? It's me, silly. I'm a mediator, but I started dabbling on the side. I teach weapon skills, offer equipment tips, deliver lost items, give life advice. Folks just started calling me the town helper. I kind of like it, to be honest. Alright, so that must be what her little purple icon next to her name is. It must be for mediators. That must be like another one of the divisions here. Serona. You have another icon next to your name, so you must do something here. Ask Serona about maps. No. No. That's fine. Alright. They want us to tour Armory Alley. They've stopped us. Okay. You know, they could have just made this one connected cutscene.
Equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie. Most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole Skells. Can you imagine owning your own Skell?
I can imagine it. That's what I got into this game for.
Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Hey!
Is this... Okay, this is where we can buy gear and stuff, but we can't use it because we're not verified. Verified?
What?
Ask Vera for her opinion of xenoforms.
Well...
After the horrible fate that befell Earth, some humans have come to resent all xenoforms. But as a scientist, I am always eager to see examples of life forms who acquired intelligence through a different evolutionary path. From what I understand, they found ruins throughout the planet that suggest intelligent life existed here previously. I always relish opportunities to encounter the unknown. What about you? Yeah. So I guess they call aliens xenoforms in this game. Xeno has a meaning now. Regina. Ask her about her shop. We sell strange and unusual stuff my husband picks up out on the job. He's a pathfinder, so he's always finding crazy space junk and whatnot. I don't have anything to show you right now, unfortunately, but check back later. He should be back in a little while with a new haul that'll blow your battle socks clean off. Are battle socks different from regular socks? I wonder. I think this is Blade Tower. I think we're right next to it. In the meantime, let's just admire these awesome skells. The suspension on the skell is completely wrecked. It must have put up a good fight against the Xenos when we made our emergency landing. People are in them now. Transport pilot, that must be how we got here. Stella.
Sir.
Ask Stella about Chasson.
Here's what I know.
The officers are aware that not all of New LA's citizens are on board with Director General Chasson's policies. But the more we allow our ideals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. Hopefully some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually, and you've got the look of someone who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready to be that opportunity, let me know and I'll assign you something important.
Listen.
Every category of engine has a weakness to something. For example, flame-based attacks are particularly effective against theroids.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chasson, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not.
Is this
Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression.
is this where I have to make my decision about whether or not to become a Blade? Does the game? Oh, whoops! Cancel.
In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Story mission complete. I feel like I should save, because I wonder if I don't join Blade, is there another aspect to this game? I don't know. You've just woken up, so you must be feeling pretty hazy. If you're confused about anything, you can check the tips. I bet you'll find some info there that'll be relevant to your situation. Treat them as your basic textbook for surviving on Mira. Main menu system gameplay tips. Okay. Save your progress. Yes, absolutely we're going to save. If you know anything about me, you know I love to save my game. Mirren activities. The Mirren archives allow you to read synopses of past story missions or look up the meanings of... Okay. That's fine. You can find them in the main menu. Descriptions of each article will be updated as you complete the relevant story missions, etc. Okay. Alright, so now I know how to use... When tips come up like that, I know how to get into those. Okay. Alright. In we go? No. I guess we don't go in that way. Is there a way around? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like wanting me to go inside the building, right?
Hey!
Have you seen the timer they put on the front of the Blade Tower? No one seems to know what it's for. Yeah, it's just a big ominous percentage. Uh-oh. Up there. 60%. Let me in! I guess if you don't want to let me in. Well, I have no idea where it's trying to tell me to go, so I guess I'll take a side route. I seem to be getting closer, at least. I thought it was like it would be like inside the building, but I guess not. Blade Barracks. Oh, this is where we were before. Nagi's just hanging out.
We're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
What kind of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Yeah, so we haven't met
go.
Commander Vandam
I
yet.
can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for Blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way
I'm
of
here
working.
listening.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our
You don't see
current
memory
need for
issues
Blade
as a problem?
recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone.
Oh good. I'm glad you wouldn't force or
Well, friend,
coerce me.
What do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Look into Nagi's eyes and nod firmly. Shrug your shoulders and shake your head. I mean, let's see what happens. Nah.
Ms. Koo, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the white whale?
Yes, those
Oh,
life pods.
Ospenark, thank
Like
you for
one
the follow.
Blade rescued our friend.
Welcome,
here.
welcome.
Emphasis on the word rescued. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis forever.
So
Is
do you
he-
have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the...
Yeah, this is a guilt trip. He's just like,
I'm sure I have no
so we didn't have to let you free from your life pod. You could have never woken up. You could have been in there forever. We can still refuse if we want. I feel like we're gonna have a problem if we refuse too often, but we saved, so.
Now, you wouldn't want to refuse the people who saved your life, would you, friend?
Are you threatening me?
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a
Oh,
yes.
okay, we got semantic here.
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
So now the game won't let us refuse. All right. I'm going to say no again because I think we saw something in the background that shows it's 23 degrees Celsius out there.
Right?
All right. I guess we absolutely have to accept. I mean, that is the game. That is the game we signed up for. We're going to scout with this organization and collect things from the planet and explore the mysteries and all that. So, all right, I guess we'll accept.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome.
I knew you'd make the right choice.
Elma, he can start on your team.
Didn't sound like I had one.
Immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
Well, look, we have to join the force so that we can be allowed to explore and find the best character in the game.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Okay.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments, and together they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed.
Okay, so we need some data
for this first
probes.
exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
We're taking the kid too? Install the data probe at the Frontier Nav site and complete your training. Yes, let's track the mission. New Frontier. I thought they were like divisions or something. You had to be like assigned into a division, but I guess they are putting you right on track. To I guess the action of the game. We're installing a data probe. That's what we're doing.
We pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the east gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business.
Oh good, somebody else took care of
One
them.
of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigen butt, huh?
Suggest it was Irina and Gwyn. I like Gwyn, he seems pretty cool.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does he know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
I thought she was like
that probe isn't gonna
like
install
a
itself.
like a
Let's get
tech
to the east gate, shall we?
person, like a should she be out in the field? I mean, I guess that's how the game goes. Eleonora. This is Eleonora, Blade Support Lead, here to tell you that the segment feature of your map is now available for use. It's displayed on your handheld comm device and is a useful tool with lots of info about Mira. Give it a look if you're unsure of where you are or what to do. Main menu, map, segments. Okay. Main menu, map. We're already on segments. Okay, so there are like sub-segments in the city, I guess. But we're placing a probe here. I can press the R button to mark the segment. Okay. Alright, so we need to get out of the city and go plant a probe outside. But first, we'll save, so we don't have to go through all those cutscenes again. Confirm. Alright. I killed an engine the other day and a weapon popped out of its belly. Now I will wield it in combat to honor the comrade that monster ate. Oh, is that where the weapon and, like, clothing loot comes from? From, like, dead blades that have gone out before me? Alright, Tom. Oh, got a bunch of mechs out here. Hi, Thomas.
Hey.
Sure.
Yes?
Why not get used to battling indigents by fighting some Ovis? This place is lousy with them after all. Unlike Rexes and other more ferocious indigents, Ovis won't even attack you unless you hit them first. That makes them useful as training dummies. Another piece of advice, don't mistakenly pick a fight with any of the dangerous creatures like near Sarum Lake to the north. Numerous skilled interceptors have fallen to the indigents in that area. As a noble goal, as protecting as city as I can't even read. As noble a goal as protecting the city is, it's not worth risking your life like that. If you ever catch the eye of one of those indigents, just turn and run away. Thanks, Thomas. Okay, we've got level 6 targets around here. Ooh, that's a biggin. I don't know if we're up to this one. We are level 6 though. Maybe I'll save and try it out. Maybe we'll test our luck. Wood Lepics. Alright. We're gonna attack from the side here. And... Hiya!
Melee attacks next!
Now it's my turn!
Assault hammer!
Nice! Move in and do some damage!
Watch me lay
Flame grenade!
Move in and strike!
Alright, we're gonna up our defense here.
They're pushing me back!
Ouch.
Now, melee attacks!
Oh no, oh no. Leave me alone.
Chrome armor! Recuperate!
Keep them going! Scream edge!
Get on the side of this thing.
Shadow strike!
Alright, the leg's health individually looks like it's almost out. So we might be able to like pop it, maybe? Oh, okay, it's dead. Lynn took some damage. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, there's some things that can hear us if we get close. But we need to be careful.
They've seen us.
Oh yeah, okay, they saw us.
Wear them down from a distance.
See if I can topple it.
It's time.
Oh, I should have used this yellow one.
Game and set.
I never imagined this is where life was going to take me.
Worn survival gear. Alright. Oh, is there another one? Yep.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Staggering!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Flame
strike.
grenade! We're in a good game and set.
Beautiful.
I didn't get in the way.
Okay. See if we can try to sneak a little better. Wish I could see exactly where I'm going. But I know generally we're going to this side. You don't see me, you don't hear me. Don't worry about it. There's a shiny thing over here. Alright, the map shows that we are in the right hexagon. Eastgate, BC. There's a Blade over here I can talk to, maybe. Blade has base camp set up throughout Nero where you can rest up in a tent or trailer. If you find one, kick off your boots and make yourselves home. That's what they're here for. Oh, that's nice. Change time. Okay, I don't really feel the need to change the time today. I guess that's where they want us to plant the probe. But before I do that, I'm going to pick up some of these items. Yeah. Crayon jelly and Algira melon. They're kind of hard to see because they're behind my character. They're behind my sloth. What is this? Got some monsters.
What the hell happened here?
Lynn, you can't say HE double hockey sticks. You're only 13.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
A Sinicula.
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That's Senicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh?
Gasp!
But it looks just like any other Senicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Senicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Senicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigens in the area. There's only one explanation. That Senicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Senicula tyrant sighted not too long ago. But it was a couple of segments further out.
And now it's gone closer.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place.
To install a probe.
Range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Suggest killing the tyrant. Ask what a tyrant is.
The tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
Okay.
But don't let that fool you.
If we kill this thing, do we disrupt some kind of ecological balance?
The system can't account for everything, though, so don't.
Or is this just a monster and we need to kill it?
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
So you can't leave it so close to New LA. Suggest the 3 of you can handle it. Protect.
As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Thanks for the confidence.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This'll be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to equip your best gear before charging in, so double check all your weapons and gear. Oh, and make sure your arts are ready and leveled up, okay? That's the first step to becoming a combat master. Okay. Let's check our gear. I think this is maybe the best gear I've got. Yeah. So arts. Let's see. This assault hammer is pretty cool. Flame grenade. Oh, what to level up, what to level up. Oh, upgrade is Y, okay. Needs 4 BP. What? How many BPs do we have? Owned 42? Oh, so we can't upgrade it. Okay. Upgrade. Did we not do it? Upgrade. There we go. We maybe have enough to upgrade all of these. So let's just go ahead and do that. I just swap that around. Okay. I don't know where all my buttons are. Upgrade. Thank you. Upgrade. Thank you. Upgrade. Thank you. Upgrade. We don't really use this one very much. Alright, we've got 16 more points. We can basically upgrade one more thing. Maybe the knife? Upgrade. Okay. Now we'll save because we're about to fight the biggest monster that we have so far. Destroying appendages. You can aim your attacks at particular parts of the enemies, reducing the appendage health gauge to 0 will destroy it. You can change the part you aim at with R, Y, or A. Okay. Additionally, destroying appendages before defeating an enemy may yield additional rewards in the battle spoils. Okay.
It didn't have to be like this.
Use melee attacks!
Now, my turn!
Oh no, I missed.
Side slash!
Edge! Flame grenade!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Hey!
Ooh. Alright, I should use my little armor skill.
Armor!
Sliding slinger!
Recuperate!
Shadow strike!
Edge!
Ooh, that was a good chunk of damage. It was like over 200 damage.
Hit him again!
Upper hand!
It's time! Chrome armor!
Sliding
Chrome
slinger!
armor!
Side slash! Off balance! So now, melee attack!
Alright, let's see if we can topple it.
Shadow strike! You in trouble!
Flame grenade!
Upper hand!
We seem to be doing alright. Oh, Elma's not doing so great, to be honest.
Scream edge!
Put some power into this. We can just
Perfect.
tackle them with gunfire.
Side
Chrome armor!
Alright, we got it. There we go.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe.
Alright.
If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up.
So,
This beam
do we
of
carve
light
anything for the
indicates
monster?
A frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
No monster carves?
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn.
Did we carry all that
Top
equipment
half of the
out?
cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Oh, alright. Sure. Yeah. And there it goes.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
So I guess it would benefit us to plant a probe kind of wherever, in whatever area we're exploring, or at a certain distance away from wherever we're exploring. Worn survival glove, L. Frontier Nav probe sites, or FN sites for short, are optimal locations to plant data probes. Placing one will reveal segment recon for the surrounding segments. You can go to the main menu, Map Segments, to see which segments contain Frontier Nav probe placement spots. Lau's advice. I'm Lau, a Pathfinder. If we're going to grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press A. If you find a good spot, be sure to go ahead and claim it. It's common sense, really. Now all that's left is to report back to base, but first I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky, so be careful about such things in the future, okay? Segment Recon shows the details of the tasks that need to be performed in each segment. Each category is shown in the in its own icon. Resolving these increases your survey rate. If there's a segment recon task still to address at your current location, a yellow hexagon area will be displayed in your on your minimap. This is known as the segment marker. Segment marker indicates the borders of the segment you're currently occupying. You can also go to the main map. Okay, then manually display the segment marker. Okay. Manually set segment markers will be displayed as a blue hexagon area even when you're outside of their borders. Okay. Cool. You can swap and strengthen arts by going party arts. Okay. Yay. So we've installed a data probe just shooting out of the ground and into the sky, Phantasy Star Online style. And now we just need to go back and try not to upset anything. I mean, not that we can't take it, but oh man, it's almost not. It's actually time for me to go to work, or start getting ready to go to work anyway. Ooh, I need to armor up real bad.
Shadow strike.
My health is at critical. Oh my goodness.
Recuperate.
Oh no, I'm dead. Yeah, we'll respawn.
Move in and do some damage.
Oh my god. I didn't realize... I don't know what we were fighting there. I'm glad it saved or auto-saved. Holy crap. I think at this point, I'll just go ahead and make sure my game is double saved, and we'll pick this up again tomorrow. Oh man, I've been wanting to get into this game for a long time. It seems like there's a lot of technical stuff to learn, but I'm having fun with it, and hope you guys are too. And we'll do this again tomorrow. See you later, Space Raiders. Bye.